Postal Service kicks off Black History Month with the dedication of the Gwen Ifill Forever stamp, and the ceremony took place at the Metropolitan African Episcopal Church in Washington, D.C. Gwen Ifill was one of the nation's most esteemed journalists. She was one of the first African Americans to hold a prominent role in both broadcast and print journalism. She was a trailblazer in her profession. And now, today, Gwen Ifill is the 43rd stamp in the Black Heritage Collection. With us is Debra Darcelle Gill, and she went to school with Gwen Ifill. Could you tell us a little bit about her and her studies and her personality?
Well, Gwen, she was my RA. We lived at Smith Hall at Simmons College in Boston, and she, as an RA, she introduced me to dorm members because I was a transfer student from Purdue University. I wanted to live in Boston. And I remember our first tea together, and we would have tea on Friday afternoons. And she was very helpful for me during a really difficult transitional time in my life, helping me with my mental health issues. I got ill on campus. I had a nervous breakdown, and Gwen was very helpful to my family to make sure that I made it home and got treatment. And this is something we're talking about now, but this happened back in the 70s. So I will always be so forever grateful. I met with her on a campaign trail, and also wanting her to be my sorority sister, Delta Sigma Theta. And I remember seeing her at Dorothy Height's funeral, and I said, "Gwen, you're wearing blue. Is that telling me something special? Are you a Zeta?" I said, "I want you to be a Delta." And she said, "You and my sister Maria both." So those are just the highlights. She came to Flint, Michigan, and she was telling me during that campaign that Clinton was going to be president, and I just remembered all the time that Gwen was such a unique, authentic voice. She made everyone feel like they were her best friends, and although she was a preacher's kid, she really had a sense of being authentic and a very kind and caring person, and that's what I love so much about her. So you can explain to my husband why I needed to be in D.C. today, traveling here for
yes.
this.
So she was kind, it sounds like. And was she always involved in journalism and act as an activist?
Oh, yes. We did have a newsletter on the campus. I can't remember the name of the actual newsletter, but she was involved then, and we were so happy when she got her internship. I think it was with not the Boston Globe, I think the competitor, the Herald, and very happy about that. So she was such a serious and a very good student.
Thank you very much. Were you able to keep in touch after you graduated?
Well, a little bit, yes, I did. And like I said, whenever I found out she was going to be nearby, and my nickname in college was Star, and so we always embraced. And there's some photographs I like to have that some people might have, but I always felt a dear camaraderie and always promoted that she become a Delta, and I was so happy when she became an honorary Delta.
And have you seen the stamp?
Oh, yes, online, because I collect stamps.
Oh, what'd you think of the stamp?
Oh, I think it was a wonderful stamp, and
she was beautiful.
Yes, she is, and I still see her as president because she means so much, and I love the fact that she has scholarships named after her to keep the journalism spirit alive. And she's authentic news, and we don't have to talk about the fake news.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Washington, D.C. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and mail a letter today.